Hey there, Rush fans. This is Mark Benetti alongside you for your latest edition of Behind the Bench, where we ask two of your favorite Rush players questions you've submitted to us on our social media platforms. This week, I'm joined by the tandem. To my right, goaltender Wayne Savage, and to my left, goaltender Danny Bottaccio. Danny, I'll go ahead and start off with you. Everybody affectionately calls you Batman in this area, and rightfully so. Very inventive and original nickname, obviously playing off your last name and the Cape Crusader himself. But how did it start? Was it something you were given in your college days, your junior days, or do you just simply moonlight as the Cape Crusader himself?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with it. It happened in juniors. Just had a hard time pronouncing the last name wherever I went, and they just started to call me Batman, and it was easier to just do that than butcher the last name Bottaccio all the time. So I've probably heard it spelled said every single way possible. So it started that, and then some of the media grabbed it, and away it went.
So when you were in Kazakhstan, did the Batman nickname follow you there? Did everybody know who Batman was to call you that, or?
No, because they all spoke Russian. So, I mean, they could have been saying who knows what in Russian to me, but I never heard any Batmans, I guess, really. But, not as, didn't really catch too much there, just, I guess, for that sake.
I had to ask because Batman was on your helmet. He was green, and he had a glove in one hand and a waffle board in the other one. So I just had to ask.
Yeah.
Wayne, I'll turn to you. I call you the refrigerator on the air. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have taken flight just yet. This is clearly a problem. Do we have any marketing strategies to help that out?
First of all, I don't want to be called a kitchen appliance. I don't know. Just Savvy works for me, but I don't know. I guess in junior I was called the Macho Man, but I mean I'll leave that one in junior too, because that's a big legacy to live up to with Macho Man there. So I don't know. Just simple. Just Savvy's good.
Has anybody in the Black Hills called you anything differently?
Well, probably nothing positive. No, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, so.
We'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break. After word from our sponsor, we'll be back with your second half of Behind the Bench.
My job at Assurant involves keeping our customers informed at a time when they need us the most. I care about doing a good job for my company, but mostly I care about the people I serve. I found the same spirit of caring in a lot of my coworkers at Assurant. In the communities where we operate, we get involved with outreach groups and local charities. The same teams that are so good at helping our customers are also hard at work helping out in our neighborhoods. I think if I had to tell somebody one thing about Assurant, I'd say we care.
And we're back with your second half of Behind the Bench, presented by Assured Solutions. Wayne, this time I'll turn to you. Both of you gentlemen played in the CIS, which is the Canadian version of the NCAAs, if you will. You played for the University of Prince Edward Island, and Danny, you played for St. Francis Xavier University. Did you guys ever go head-to-head in college?
I think my first year we played against each other.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a long time ago. That was my first year in school, and I had my head in different things. So, I did different areas of the school. So, I vaguely remember playing against Danny, but I mean, he's just like he is now, tough to beat.
Do you remember who won that matchup?
Oh, we played each other 4 times a year, I'd say.
Yeah, it wasn't too much. It wasn't. You're in a 28-game schedule with 8 teams or something like that.
Yeah,
so, I think you only play 4, and I'm the same way. I vaguely remember. I remember the name at the time, and you were there, but I couldn't remember any outcomes or whatnot from each other. But I'm sure he was a fridge back then. Hard to beat. Still.
He stones them cold and you're big. I'm telling you, the refrigerator makes sense.
Stone cold, big.
You see my logic here, right?
No.
He wants to. I kind of just like saying it. The fridge.
Do you As goaltenders, believe it or not, out of the many goaltenders that I've met over the years working with the Checkers and working here with the Rush, you two seem to not have that many crazy superstitions before games. Do you do any small thing that you would consider superstitious?
Not really, just more or less a routine, I guess. Superstition, I wouldn't. I would say it's something that you would probably think you're going to lose the game because of it. So, and I don't have any of that stuff. It's just kind of pretty easy flowing, and get the routine down. Make sure I'm well fed before. As an Italian, you got to be well fed before you perform.
I'm preaching to the choir here.
Yeah, you know all that. So.
What about you? Any crazy nicks before games or?
I don't think so. Like Danny said, just a routine. Like once you get in a routine, you get comfortable. And I mean, you could say getting dressed a certain way is a superstition, but I mean, that's what we do every single day. So, I mean, I don't think that's a superstition. That's just the way we get dressed.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for your time this week. I really do appreciate it. This has been your latest edition of Behind the Bench presented by Assurance Solutions. And don't forget to submit your questions for your favorite Rush players on our social media platforms.